video viewing world, and thank you for stopping by. And while you're here, click on that yellow button up there that says subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If not, go to youtube.com/Cosmonite74. There's a lot of good videos on there. And today I'm going to do some work on my NZXT Khaos case. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be swapping out the stock Intel CPU cooler with the aftermarket CPU cooler. I'm going to replace a fan on the bottom down here on the front. I'm going to get the rear fan to, basically with all the fans in here, I'm going to be using a terminal block. And let me show you the first one that I created. It is something that looks like this. Basically, power from the CPU is provided by this molex connector. Let's see, let me stand up here. By that molex connector, then I have wire coming all the way down, powering here, and then I'm jumpering every other one here with power in ground or neutral. And then on the other side, I was going to plug in the fans, tie in the fans into these cables, but then I found something. Pull it up here. I found this. Let me get some, if I can zoom in here a little bit. And then I found this, and so basically I'm doing the same thing. I have the power cable here coming in, and then I jump at every other one, and on this side I'm going to tie in the fans, and this is just a screw down terminal block. Put the wires in here, tighten up these screws on the top. It secures the wire. I have two fans I'm not going to use in here, but just for testing. I did meter this out. Everything's at 12 volts, so I'm good. Exactly, it stayed on 12 volts. And run power to it. I have two fans going into one, and so I have the black wires running over into number 10 slot here, and then number 9 I have the red wires plugged in, and which corresponds to the ground and power line up here. And so I'm going to hook up all the fans to that. Basically cut off the molex connector on the fans, and then just take the two black and yellow, run them into the terminal block. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the back side of the case. Let me turn this case around. Okay, looking at the back side of the case, this piece right here sticks up more than the side panel, so the side panel is bowing out. So I'm going to work that, and I believe I'm just going to leave all the cables down here on the back of the power supply. There isn't any vents back there on the back of the power supply, so I'm good there. And route these cables maybe a different way, and then up here I'm gonna get rid of all of these molex. Let me get my pointer here. Get rid of all these molex so I don't have all of these, this, see what else? Yeah, this down here. I'm gonna put the fan or the terminal block down here. Run all of the fan cables down here, so I'll eliminate a lot of these wires back here, and then I'll just run from the power supply to that terminal block. Okay, so what I've done so far is just basically cut all the cable ties that I have back here. I removed the 4 screws for the front fan that I'm going to replace, and that's basically it. So I'm going to turn the case around, replace that fan in there, and be right back. Okay, let me show you how I'm going to wire up the fan to the terminal block. First thing I'm going to do is make note of which wire in here is power, which one is ground or neutral, and red is power, black is ground or neutral. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it pretty close up here to the top. And we get rid of that sticker. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim down the sleeving a little bit just to give myself some more room. And I'm going to get out my wire strippers. I'm going to strip off about that much and just give it a good little twist there to get the wires all in order. There you go. I'm going to plug that into the terminal block. Okay, welcome back. I have all 8 fans plugged into this terminal block. Don't ask me where I got it. I cannot remember. But anyway, so the right two, if it'll focus, number 10 and 9, those are the front fans. 8 and 7, those are the middle fans, and 5 and 6, those are the top and rear fan. And sorry it's upside down, but anyway, get the idea. And I'm going to plug it in, turn on my, make sure it's still plugged in, yep, I'm going to turn on my power supply and see if everything turns on. Alright, the middle 3 fans are running. The top fan and the rear fan are running. And there's the space I have between the rear fan and the CPU cooler. And the 3 front fans are running, even though you can't see that. This is on. Actually, here, let me, if you could see down between there, the grate there, it is all running. And if you remember on one of my videos I showed the before, here's the after, have the Dynatron CPU cooler in there, and I'm having it go up, hopefully it, blow right up out the top instead of out the back. My thinking is the air from these fans will hit here, will blow through, so you'd have going from the fans here will blow through and go out there, and it will blow from the bottom. Actually, the fan will blow up to that fan. And let me turn this case around down through here. I eliminated all of those through the terminal block. And here, this is everything that I eliminated. And I believe there are, let me see, 15 molex connectors I eliminated by using that terminal block. So bye bye to